Hello guys, if you remember, we have set up our WordPress. Now, like after you set up, now once you close your PC, now let's begin again, right? Once you close your PC, now how to open that setup or install WordPress website? Okay, let's do it. So again, if you remember, we have installed a XAMPP for temporary server and database. So let's open it. Here I opened it, the XAMPP. So here it will open the XAMPP control panel. So once it is opened, here in the side right side toolbar you can see the icon is available. Now it has opened. Now this is my XAMPP control panel. As you know that for WordPress or for any application we need a server. So the server name is Apache. Let's start it. And we need a database name is MySQL. Let's start. Okay, so currently what we did, we opened the XAMPP, we opened the server, Apache server, we started the MySQL database. Let's minimize it or close it, anything you want. Now if you remember what is our where is our WordPress is installed, that is in our local host, right? Local host. Now that is our local host. And what is the name of our website? Name of our website was tutorial. Okay, so localhost slash tutorial, localhost slash tutorial. So here it will open. Yeah, you can see this is the WordPress. Okay, this is the WordPress website, how your WordPress website will look like. Okay, so as you see that this is my WordPress website, nothing available pretty much. So let's log in into the WordPress dashboard. So here there are two concepts. One concept is that there is a front end, there is a front end. So let me draw it to explain. So there is two concepts. One is front end, another is back end. Okay, I have told you, right? Or one is user side or one is admin side. Similar, you can relate to both. Relate to both. Now this is our front end of the website. Front end means the looks and feel a user can see. So this is a user side or front side. Okay, what user or what website visitor will see when they check out your website, this thing they will see. They cannot edit, modify the text, they cannot add images, they cannot change the color. Okay, now as a owner of the website, as a owner, as a developer of the website, you must have control of the backend or control of the admin panel. Okay, control of the admin panel, so that you can change anything as per your requirement. You can change the website as per your requirement. Once you change it and save, press the save button here, that will be reflected over here. Okay, so if I make all the things clear over here, this is our front end, this thing our user will see. Okay, now how to log in to the admin panel or dashboard. So this is our website. So as by default WordPress has the URL of login page, that is called wp-admin. Okay, if our website is tutorial, then tutorial slash wp admin, and next press enter. So as you see that this is the login page of WordPress. This is the login page of WordPress. Here it asks about the username and password. If you remember, I have given the username as admin and password as admin. Now admin and press the enter button or login button. Here you can see the dashboard. This is the dashboard of the website. This is the dashboard of the WordPress website. Again, this is the WordPress of the dashboard website. You can change, modify the complete website over. This is not the front end panel, this is the admin panel. Only the admin or owner of the or editor of the developer of the website can see this panel after logging in. No other user visitor will see it. Okay, now in a new tab, let's open our website user panel. Okay, let's open our website. Again, it is localhost slash tutorial. localhost tutorial enter. Yeah, this is our front end of the website, user side of the website. This is the back end or admin side of the website. Okay, coming to this part of admin panel, here you can see these are the dashboard menu. These are the dashboard menu. Okay, these are the dashboard menu. These are the menu items where you can change. You need to change the appearance. Here you can do it. You need to add more plugin. Here you can do it. You need to add more user to this website. Here you can do it. You can change. You need to change website setting. You can do it. You need to add one more pages. You can do it. You need to add one more media, photo, images. You need to add one more post, blog. You can do it. Okay, so this is our all this thing on the left side, that is called our dashboard menu. Next is a screen option. Screen option, here on the right side top you can see these are the screen option. Okay, screen element, what the things you want to show in the screen. Okay, what you don't want to show, right? Here, like welcome message is, where is the welcome here? Welcome to WordPress. Here it is checked. Now check, this is like visible. If you uncheck it, this is not visible. Check visible, uncheck it not visible. As per your screen requirement, whatever you want to see on your dashboard, that thing we can customize over the screen option panel. Okay, very simple, that we can customize over the screen option panel. You can close it over here. Now this is the welcome message. This is the welcome message. It includes the customize of your site. Okay, it includes the customization of your site. Okay, the center column provides some of the useful links, such as creating the blog post. Here, creating the blog post, right? Creating a pages view, the front end of your website. Okay, and the last column here you can see that it contains link like widget, menu, setting, and related to comments. Okay, so on the left side you can see that you can customize your site. Now coming to the quick draft, here is the quick draft panel. Okay, very easy. If you like, if you are at any time confused, you can ask in the comment section, and otherwise you can repeat the video. You can repeat the video to get more idea of this. Okay, I'm continuing the video. I'm touching each and every point of the WordPress. Okay, no need to worry. Now this is the quick draft section. The quick draft is a mini post editor. Okay, mini post editor allow us to write, save, publish a new post from dashboard. You can write, you can edit, you can save, you can publish a post from the admin dashboard in the quick draft panel. Okay, it includes the title, the draft, and some note about the draft. Now coming to the portion where it is WordPress news. Okay, WordPress news. The next one is the WordPress news. Because we are using the WordPress CMS portal, the WordPress news widget display the latest news, such as latest software version, all the related information about WordPress, technical information about WordPress we can see in the WordPress news section. Okay, such news are like our latest software version, the latest update, alert, news regarding new software, etc. Okay, so these are coming from official WordPress website. So these are the genuine part. Now going to the left side of this dashboard, that is called activity. Okay, here it is called activity. The activity widget include the latest comment of your blogs. Okay, regularly WordPress is a content management system. You post a article, then you will get some comments. Okay, in the activity section you can see the latest comment, so you can like approve it, reply it, edit it, remove it, whatever you want to do with the comment, the latest comments you can do in the activity section. Okay, now at a glance, the next section is at a glance. In this at a glance section, it gives an overview of your blog post. Okay, how much post is there, how many pages are there, how many comments are there. When you click each one, it displays, it will take to the respective screen. Okay, comment, if you click on the comment section, it will take you to the comment section. Okay, now it displays the current version of WordPress as well. It displays the current version of WordPress as well, and it displays the current version of theme as well. On the right side, you can see there is a draft box available. In the draft box, drag box, over here you can drag any of the widget you want to use to display in the WordPress dashboard. Next, here as you see, here is the status health, site status health. Here it is showing the health of the website and it looks good. So let's the next step. Okay, the next step of setting up the WordPress is that let's go to the setting screen. Okay, let's go to the setting screen. So in the menu bar, in the WordPress menu bar, here you can see the option for setting. Once you hover, once you keep your mouse onto the setting, you will find different sub menu of the setting. You will find a different sub menu of setting. Now click the general option. So after setting up WordPress, this is the next step what you can do. Okay, now this is your site title, the name of your website. This is the name of your website. This is the tagline of a website. Okay, name of the website, this is the tagline of the website. Okay, now if I will give you some idea about name and tagline. Okay, name and tagline, then what will happen? So if it is uh, like, if I'll give some Indian example, if it is a website of surf excel and dag अच्छे हैं, ठीक है, like this you can put your uh, tagline as per your requirement. Okay, if it is a like tutorial, if the name is tutorial, then you can put it tagline as the best tutorial for WordPress in the internet, something like this. Okay, so I will change the tagline over here, tutorial. Let's make this as WordPress tutorial, and tagline adds the best WordPress tutorial over the internet. The best WordPress tutorial over the internet. Okay, the link will same. Okay, so the steps of opening the WordPress dashboard and all will be same, but here this is the tag site title and this is the tagline of the website. Okay, now this is the address URL. If you want to change the URL, you can do it over here. No need to change, it looks perfectly fine. Now this is the email ID, whatever I have used. Now it looks good. Okay, it looks good. Now membership. In the membership area, what is the membership area? Anyone can register an account on your site after you check the checkbox. If you want a membership area, anyone can get a login or get a access to your membership site, create an account. Is an English word denoting approval, acceptance, agreement, assent, acknowledgement, or a sign of indifference. Okay is frequently used as a loan word in other languages. It has so you can check it. You can check it like anyone can register, and it will take like membership program. Okay, now once a user has registered, what is the new user default role? Okay, the default role is set to newly registered user member. So if a member is registered or create an account, what will be the user role? Maybe he will be a subscriber, contributor, author, editor, or administrator, as per your liking. Okay, as per your liking. I will detailedly discuss on this in our deep session in our next some session. Okay, now the time zone area. The time zone area, here you can change the time zone area. Okay, UTC 5:30 is like Indian time, I think. Okay, so as per your 5:30, so as per your requirement, as per your timeline, you can do it. Site language, as you know, like as per your requirement you can change it. Date format and time format you can change it. Date and time format uh, as per your schedule you can change it. And when your week starts on, my week starts on Monday, so I keep it as like that. Next, go for the save changes button. I clicked it, so it is saving the website. Okay, now our setting under the setting general option has been set. We have set the general option. Next, go to the writing setting of our website. The writing setting control the writing experience and provide the option for customizing our WordPress website. Very simple. Okay, so in this setting control panel, we can have the feature of adding, editing post page, post type, as well as different publishing email kind of thing. Okay, default post category. What will be if a new post you post, then what will be the default category? What will be the default post format? What is the category, and what is the mail server you want to use? Okay, little bit technical. We will use it on our next session when we want a email sending option from our WordPress website. Okay, next going to the third tab. Next going to the third tab. That in the third tab we have option of reading. We have option of reading. So in here you can see that there is a heading called reading settings. In this reading settings, it is used to set the content related to the front page. This is the content related. This setting is the setting for the content related to the front page of the website. Okay, you can set the number of posts to display in the website. How many posts you want to show in the website? 10, 25. You can set it as per your requirement. Okay, but what your homepage will look like? Is it your homepage is a static page, or your homepage is a dynamic page loading? Like when a new post you post, the new post will be visible on your homepage. You want like that, or you want a single homepage, like permanent homepage for your website? Okay, so you can do it. Now going to this part of for each post in a feed include. Okay, for here, this is our website. So in this website here you can see this is the website name. Let's refresh it. This is our website. So here if you remember from the setting, general setting, I have changed the site title. So the title has been changed over here. I have changed the like tagline as well. This is also changed. Now here you can see on the reading setting that my homepage display all the latest posts. This is the latest post published on this date, so it displays like this. Okay, it displays like this. Now the next setting is that for each post in a feed, you want a full text or you want a summary. Here in the home page, you want a full text or a summary. Okay, if you want a full text, then the home page will be filled very fast. If you have a summary, then that will be better. Okay, because our website does not contain anything, but that's why it is full text you can see in the home page, but I will strongly recommend to make it a summary. Okay, now your websites will be visible on the search engine, like different search engine like Google, Yahoo, Bing, Baidu. If your website will be visible to them or not, you want it visible or not. After clicking the checkbox, this discourage search engine from indexing this site. So your site will not be visible on any search engine if you click it. So I don't want to do this. I want that search engine should crawl my website and I should rank on the search engine. So our reading setting is also filled. Now make it save changes button. Here you can see that the settings has been changed. Setting has been changed. Now going to the next under setting, there is a next panel called discussion. I clicked it over here. WordPress discussion setting can be defined as the interaction between the blogger and the visitor. This is the interaction between the blogger and the visitor. So these settings are done by the admin or the website owner to have a control of the posts or pages that come through user. Okay, so it is the interaction part. User can, how much user can interact with your post pages of your website. So here you can see that attempt to notify any blog linked from the post. You want a notification? Yes, I want it. I pressed the check button. By default it is checked. Okay, whatever you want to show, you can check it. Whatever you don't want to do, you can uncheck it. Very simple. Now allow link notification from other website. Yes, you want, like, this is really needed for our backlink purpose for SEO. All people to submit comment on a new post. Allow people to submit. If you want to allow people to submit comment to your post, you can check it. Okay, if you don't want anyone to comment on your post, you can uncheck it. I don't want to let a user comment in my blog post, so I disable it. You can keep it as per your requirement. Next, the comment setting. Okay, in the comment setting, comment author must fill out name and email. I have pressed like I don't want to allow. Okay, but if you want to allow, you can check it. After checking it, here there are some more option we can control the comments of our website. Like, comment author must fill whenever a new user come to your website and read your blog pages or post. Now, whether they want to fill their complete information or not, it is a best practice that you must ask them to fill out their name and email before putting any comment, so that the spammer will go away. Okay, if anyone need to comment, they have to input their name and email. Okay, user must be registered or logged in to comment. Yes, this is must be a good option. If a user want to comment in the website, he or she needed to be registered inside the website. Only registered user can comment in the website. Otherwise, no unregistered user will not get option to comment. Automatically close the comment on the post older than for 14 days. Like, when a post is more than 14 days, automatically you can close. There should not be any comment option after 14 days of a blog post. Okay, this is also a good option. Here, if you want, enable it, and you can change the date. So I can change it to 10 days as well. Next option is that show comment cookies opt-in checkbox, allowing comment author to cookies to be set. Here what will happen, that when a user comment, when you can check the option visitor can reply or have a discussion to get a response, but here it saves the cookies on your website. It saves the cookies on your website. So what will happen, like, they not need to log in many times when they want to put any comment. Okay, next is enable threshold nested comment. One comment, then in that comment reply again someone replies. So how many nested comments you want to enable? I can enable 2 nested, 3 nested, 5 nested. By default it is 5 nested. Break comment into pages with 50 top level. When there are multiple comments, let's say more than 50 comments, so the page length will be more, right? So you can break those. After 50, the next comment you need to click load more, or next, so that the next comment will be visible. So you can break your comment after 50 by default, but let's make it 10 to, like, to make the website or blog post simple or small. You can make it 10 as per your requirement. Next, comment should be displayed with the older comment at the top of the page. What you want? I want new comment to allow on the top of the page, so I changed it. Now email me, this is the notification. Email me whenever anyone post a comment. When anyone post a comment, WordPress will email you to notify you. And there is a comment held for moderation. If any spam comment or looking like it's a spam, so it will not post directly, it will held for approval. As in the dashboard you have seen that there is a comment that has not been approved. Okay, so here if like anything like a spammy activity will be there, it may be put on the hold for the approval. Before comment appears on the website, comment must be manually approved. If you want to approve, like as a website owner, as a admin of the website, if you want to approve the comment, that time the comment will be visible. Otherwise, if you don't approve, it will not be visible. So that you can filter out comments, which comments you want to make it visible on your website. This is a good to keep your website safe and secure and genuine. So you can check it like manually approve button. Next is that comment author must have previously approved comment. Huh? If a comment author, like I am commenting on your website, my previous comments are approved by you many times, that means next time it should not go to check the approval again, it should post directly. That is also a good option. Comment moderation. You want to block something, you want to you want to do some, like some bad word filter. Here you can do it. Hold a comment in a queue if it contains two or more links. So if comment have links, then you can hold it on, like you should not make it post. Okay, when a comment content any of these word content, URL, name, IP address, browser, user string, one IP address per line, it will match your inside word. So press will match WordPress. Okay, so you can filter it as per your requirement. When a comment content any of these word, like URL, IP, user string, it will put on the trash. It should not be published, it should put on the trash. One word or IP address per line, it will match inside word, so press will match WordPress. Okay, so any bad word filter you can do it. Now avatar, what is our avatar? Avatar is a small image that's displayed on the top right hand corner. Here you can see that this is a blank. So here you can set the avatar. It is your profile picture. Here you have free, like few more option available. You can set it. If you want to show avatar, yes, check it. Maximum rating of the avatar. What is maximum rating? You have a 4 other option available here. You can see that they are GPGRX, right? GPGRX. This is the age section where you can like select according to which type of your audience you want to display your post. Okay, so if you want to like use the avatar for all audience, you can choose it. If you want to do it for audience 13 and above, you can do it for age filtration. The next one is default avatar. The default avatar, here you can see like it is our uh, it is our like blank kind of. So if I want to make it this retro one and save it, and let's see avatar changes it or not. Here you can see that the avatar has been changed. Now coming to the avatar part again, you can like you can change it as per your requirement. Okay, you can change it as per your requirement. So let's continue the next one from media.